we're coming on the air with breaking news of mass casualties after a mass shooting at Appalachia High School in Winder, Georgia.
Possibly now 20 people injured in this mass shooting. The types of injuries, the severity are not immediately clear, but a source is now telling us they may not all be gunshot wounds, but 20 people now injured. In addition, we can now confirm that 4 people have been killed.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yesterday, when asked by a reporter if the legislature would take any action in the wake of the horrific school shooting in Oxford, the senator from the 16th district said, quote, "If we get obsessed with eliminating the risks, we'll evolve into a country that we don't recognize." Last night, I spoke with a group of Cub Scouts over Zoom, and one child asked, how could a 15-year-old even get a gun? So I was going to wait on these remarks to help give the community space to grieve, but in the wake of such callous remarks here in this body, remarks that imply that children killing children is simply the price that we pay in this country, I must rise today. But is anyone in this room truly surprised? For 3 years, I have stood up in this chamber year after year after year to introduce a resolution merely to recognize Gun Violence Awareness Month. And year after year after year, not only has this resolution not been adopted, the majority hasn't even let us vote on it. Year after year after year, I've stood up here merely to ask that we, as the Michigan Senate, are aware of the issue of gun violence. Are we aware now? Is it close enough to home? And does it even matter? Because I can tell you from personal experience what it feels like when a mass shooting impacts you, someone you love, takes someone you know, completely upends and devastates your friends, their families, and their lives forever. It is a feeling that no one should share. But this morning, countless friends, classmates, family members, teachers, staff, community members now know that same feeling, and they will know it forever. I listened and I watched national news cover this story, and the refrain that commonly started these reports: another school shooting, this time in Michigan. Another, this time. Common language because we all know that there will be a next one, and the one after that, and the one after that, that this is the country that we recognize today. And every time we're told that now is not the time to talk about policy change, now is not the time to push an agenda, every time it's not the time for the past 22 years since Columbine. If not now, then when? Because this week, a child brought a gun to school and killed 4 other children. Bridge Magazine yesterday reported that this legislature has blocked dozens of gun reform bills this year alone, including bills to create new criminal penalties for adults who fail to keep weapons out of the hands of minors. Would tougher laws have prevented this 15-year-old from getting access to his father's gun? I don't know. But I do know that doing nothing didn't stop this from happening. And if we continue to do nothing, then it will keep happening again and again and again. Another shooting, this time. This is the only country in the world where this regularly happens. We are killing each other. Children are killing children. We live in a country where there are more guns than people. And anytime anyone brings up any ideas to help stop gun violence and put safety measures in place, we hear outcries of freedom. We hear that it is a right, that it shall not be infringed. But what about the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? Why are children's lives worth less than guns? Because if I'm not mistaken, ever since the NRA changed course after Columbine by telling you that your rights are under attack and that someone is coming for your guns, has anyone ever come for your guns? Instead, we've seen record gun sales year after year after year, meaning there are more guns in our communities, and that easy access to firearms has created a reality where children are killing children. And instead of addressing the root cause, we have been training children on drills to make themselves less likely to be killed. Are you in this job to represent the people that you protect to serve, or are you here to sell guns? We can't even recognize gun violence in this chamber. Wouldn't dare, right? So I'm not going to stand up here today and ask you to do something because you've already made that choice. But if you're not going to do anything, then get out of the way so that some of us can at the very least try.